Let it go. Let it go.
Hello, everyone out there in Chibico Down the Land. This is our first video blog, and Addie and I are both feeling very awkward. Story is also here. This is Story. This is Aderin. We call her Addie, and I am John. Today, just for fun, we are going to teach you how to make your own air guitar. So let me show you our air guitars real quick.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So Addie and Story here. Say hi, Addie. Hi. They're going to show you the air guitars that we use in our performances. Aderin, show them your air guitar.
This is mine.
That is a pretty sweet air guitar. As you can see, it's made of solid mahogany, picked from the forests of the Amazon. Yeah, I'm making this all up. It's made of foam and a cheap corn broom. It's pretty cool. Show them Chasa's guitar. Chasa's guitar is the first air guitar that I made. We had a lot of fun doing that. And then get Allie's guitar. And this was the last one that we made. This one is more like the Warlock style guitar that a lot of heavy metal bands use. And this one has a slightly different handle. You can see it's not about having specific stuff. This was stolen from a supply closet and was sitting in the back gathering dust, so I snagged it. Ha ha ha. If my boss is hearing this, it was somebody else's supply closet. So, to make these air guitars, you have to have a dog with a nasty ball. Check. You have to have foam board. This is the kind of foam board that you would use for a science fair project. Typically about 3/16 of an inch thick. And if you go to certain supply places, you can often find scrap or damaged stuff. That's what we used. I work for a company that uses a lot of this stuff, and we got damaged backing board. You can see it's all dented up. So sometimes you can get a deal on that, moms and dads. And if you plot this right, you can use a lot of this board. The other thing you might need is a Sharpie marker. Kids, remember, do this with your parents. Make sure they trust you with a Sharpie. Do not draw on the couch, on the wall, maybe on your sister. Yes, maybe on your sister. So what Addie's going to do to make a design is she's going to use my guitar. So grab my guitar, Aderin. Now, to maximize the usage of the board, we're going to put it right up here on the edge so that and you're going to probably need a razor knife to cut it, a nice sharp one, so you're going to want your mommy and daddy to help you with that. Take note of the stickers here. We've got Sugar-Free All-Stars.
Feel free to look them up.
Look them up online. Their new album rocks. Green Orbs. Mr. Mustache is the angst-ridden epic that is on par with Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit for getting through your inner turmoil. Saturday morning cereal bowl. Apparently our dog is emitting foul odors. Aderin's going to not complain about that, though, is she? No.
Nope.
So, Aderin is going to trace the guitar to make a design. And I'm going to hold the guitar still. And really all that you need, the marker doesn't work. It looks like it's working fine. And really all that you need is the rough layout of a guitar, of the body. Because you're going to take a broom and stick it in there, and it'll work just fine. Okay, yeah, that Sharpie marker is dying. But now
Well enough.
we have a guitar. And so what you'll do on ours, Let's see here if I can draw and film at the same time. On our guitars, I did a layout kind of like that. And see, we've got a strap on here. And you can see this is actually, I think, maybe 6 pieces of foam board thick. Right there, there's a little crack in the tape.
Dad, you drew your guitar.
I did. I drew my guitar. Isn't it exciting? Yes. So that's about 6 pieces thick. And what we did is I would take the first template that I made, the first design, like Adrian just did. So what I did, you don't have to make it too dark, Adrian, it's fine. Basically, you need this outline. This is going to be your template. And you're going to want to make 6 of these. And what you'll do is make 2 for the outside and 4 for the inside. The 4 for the inside, you're going to cut out a little hole that's just big enough for the stick, the broom handle, or whatever you're using to fit in there. Nice and tight and snug. And so you'll have 2 flat ones on the outside, and then basically what that will make is a hole in the middle. And what we did is we took those and we smashed them together. And we did the smashing together by using electrical tape. This did take a lot of electrical tape. I got one of those 4-packs and 2 full black rolls. The 4-packs of the colored tape and 2 full black rolls of electrical tape. And you just kind of keep weaving it around. Parents, you're probably going to have to help with that. Making it nice and tight. You want to do your...
Really tight.
Yeah, you want to do your corners first. And then keep wrapping it around it as it goes down. And that will help seal those corners in. And believe me, they have danced around with this thing. And often it is standing on the stage like this. And they twirl it around. And this thing's holding up pretty well. We might have to retape that eventually. And we added some accoutrements here, some little extra stuff like to pretend it's a regular guitar there. We just cut that out of little scrap pieces like you'd have down here on the end of the board. We even made a keytar. Adrian, can you grab the keytar?
Yeah.
And you can see on this guitar, I actually, where the stick went in, I had too big of a hole in here that was too big for my stick. And so I took a nice big, actually this is a paint stir. If you look close enough, you can see the outline of it. And I used that to make it real firm together. You can use that to support it. And again, I started by putting the tape around the corners and edges, and you just start weaving it around and around and around. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can use a ruler, too, instead of paint stir. So another thing that we made was a keytar. And some of the keys have fallen off. We've got to fix those. But here you can see better what we did. This, oops, let me get that in focus. This is the foam board. And we just used a permanent marker to make that black there. And we had fun. We were kind of inspired by the pop-ups in their Great Pretenders Club video. I loved all the big black lines that they had. And so this was actually the first instrument that I made. And this is Story's keytar. Isn't it is this your keytar, Story?
Uh-huh.
Yes, it is. Sherlock doesn't have an instrument.
He just has his ball.
He just has his ball. So that is how you make an air instrument. Have fun. Please show us the air instruments that you make. Show us the wacky things you do with them. I'd love to see an air saxophone or an air clarinet or an air synthesizer. All kinds of things. Adrian, do you have anything to say to the people on our first video blog ever? That was well said, Aderin. Good job. Good job. Well, stay tuned for more. We're going to try to do one of these every week. Story, do you want to tell everyone goodbye? Woke up this morning, sort of fell out of bed. I had a dream, still swimming all around inside my head. I was a superhero rock star with flamethrowing arms. Everybody was my buddy and I saved the world from harm. But then reality